Did you know in the UK there are 8 million current accounts with over 10k sitting there, leaving millions of interest on the table? If you're new here, me and my brother are both qualified accountants with over a decade's worth of experience in the finance industry. And in today's video, we're breaking down why having too much cash in your current account is dangerous, how it's actually losing you money, and what to do instead.
Okay, I get that it's not earning anything, but it's not losing anything either, is it?
Well, there are actually two main ways you're indirectly losing money, these being inflation and opportunity cost. Say you work as much overtime as possible and save 10k over the year. You leave it sitting in the current account earning 0% interest. You check the balance after 1 year and there's still 10k sitting in the current account. But here's the big problem. That 10k now buys you less than what it did a year ago because prices of everyday items have increased. Now imagine you put that money to work and invested it and earned 7% interest every single year. After 1 year, that's 10.7k. And after 2 years, that's 11.4k. In 5 years, you've got over 14k. And in 10 years, that's over 19k saved up. That's an extra 9k saved up from just putting your money in the right place.
If you're finding this helpful so far, then don't miss out on what's next. Hit the like and subscribe button for more practical money advice every week. Okay, so basically inflation eats away at your spending power without you even noticing. And because I'm not putting my money to work, earning interest as well, I'm losing money that way too. It's basically a double whammy. I didn't think it would have this big of an impact. Okay, so what I'm hearing is then I just need to invest all of my money to make sure I get the biggest return.
Not quite. You still need a safety net, what we call an emergency fund. This should be put into a high interest savings account and cover at least 3 months of your living expenses. However, I would personally recommend aiming closer to 6. So let's say your rent's £1,000, bills £500, food £300, and other expenses about £100 per month. For 3 months, you need just under 6k. And for 6 months, you need just over 11k. Stay somewhere in that range, depending on your risk appetite. You're protected if something were to happen. For example, you lose your job or an unexpected bill was to arise. However, you're not sitting on too much cash, which could be invested elsewhere. I'm currently keeping my emergency fund in my Trading 212 cash ISA, which is currently paying 3.75%. Imagine you've got 10k sitting in your current account. That laptop you've always wanted has just gone on sale. Then your mates ask if you want to go on that weekend away. And your brain instantly goes, I've got 10k sitting in the account, I can afford this. But here's the problem. Most of that money wasn't meant to be spent. A chunk of it was your emergency fund. Some of it was for some house repairs. And part of it was for your mum's upcoming 60th. But because it's all lumped into that one account and you see that big number, it all seems like spending money.
Okay, so what's the best way to fix that then?
Automation is key. Set up a simple system where your investments and your saving leave your account as soon as you get paid. Most important account I've set up is my expense account. I've talked about it plenty of times because I genuinely think it saved me thousands. Basically, it's an account I send money to each week just for non-essential spending. For example, eating out, going to the pub, or buying some new running trainers. And the last reason to not keep all your money in one current account is that insurance won't cover you if you save too much. Now, here's something that might surprise you. There's actually a limit to how much the government will protect you if a bank goes under. In the UK, you're only covered up to 85k per person per bank. Now, if you're thinking I'm nowhere near that limit, then you're probably fine. But remember, the points we discussed above still apply. However, if you're getting close to that amount in a single account, then you're taking unnecessary risk. You might be saving that money for something like a house deposit, and that's great. But here's the key. If you plan on using that money within the next 5 years, I personally wouldn't put it in the stock market, as that's more of a 10-year plus investment. A better option is to spread it across multiple different savings accounts with different banks, ideally ones offering decent interest rates. That way, you stay protected, earn some money back, and stay flexible for your short-term goals.
So basically, the key takeaway here is don't just let your money sit around doing nothing. Keep enough in a high interest account for emergencies, separate your spending money so you're not tempted to dip into any savings, and make sure the rest is actually working for you, whether that's through investing or high yield savings. I feel like people really underestimate how much that can add up over time.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.